guys, I am back. So we were discussing how do organisms reproduce. Now we will continue with the chapter further. I explained you in the last class what is asexual reproduction, what is sexual reproduction. And we discussed what is pollination, we discussed what is double fertilization, we discussed what is, yes, what else did we discuss? We discussed implantation, placenta. People who have not watched this, please, go back and just have a look at the topics which we have covered. They are very important and high priority topics from this chapter. Okay, in life process also, if you have not watched life processes, please watch them. Probably, trust me, you will get 3-4 questions from these two sessions only. Okay, whatever we are covering, they are high priority and high, chances of them coming into the exams. At least understand the concepts and try it. Now today I'll just discuss with you certain diagrams. Okay, I had been getting questions regarding diagrams. I'll tell you how to make male reproductive organ and the female reproductive organ today. Okay, chalo, let's start with this. Okay, people, what is what's the male reproductive organ? Primary organ is testis. Testis is the primary male reproductive organ. I'll call any organism as male if he has testis. Okay, what is the secondary? Secondary organ is penis. Penis is not the primary organ. Penis is a secondary organ. It just helps in transfer of male gametes into the female gamete. It is not the primary sexual organ. What's the primary sexual organ, people? Testis is the primary sexual organ. And secondary organ is penis. Then what are the other things associated with the system? We have accessory glands, the prostate, the seminal vesicles and the bulbourethral glands. What do these glands do? They keep the sperms nourished by the time they reach and fertilize the egg. They help in maintaining or balancing the sperms. Okay, they provide energy to the sperms. They have to travel a lot and fertilize the egg. So they perform that function. Okay, so that is male reproductive organ. Please, you need to know the primary organ is testis. Okay, they'll ask you. Yeah, now male reproductive organ. Okay, so let's draw them. What are these people? Yeah, these are testes. Okay, and then what is this? Yes, urinary bladder and urethra. Okay, now what happens from here? Comes, what is this, people? Yes, vas deferens. Okay, people, the more you draw, the more you will learn. Okay, as I am drawing, you also keep drawing. Then you will learn more. Right, these are glands. Okay, Right? Let's just label them now. Yeah. What is this? Yes, people? Testis. What is this? Very important. What is this? Vas deferens. What is this? Urinary bladder. Okay, then what do we have over here? What are these two pipes? Sorry, we just drew them, right? Okay, we'll just leave it, as I'll have to rub it off. What is this? Urethra. Okay, we have glands over here. What is this gland? Seminal vesicle. What do we have over here? Prostate. And in the end we have bulbourethral gland. Right? Well, this is the easiest diagram, and trust me, you practice it. Okay, don't say your diagram is so bad. I know it's bad. Okay, but the whole thing is, if I sit beautifying it, it will consume more of my time, and I don't want that to happen. I just want you to draw simple dramatic representation. What is it? Dramatic representation. It's not a picture, it's a diagram. Picture is supposed to be, like proper. It's a diagram. Okay, so yeah, so this is male reproductive system. People, you would have studied about, vasectomy and tubectomy. Right? Vasectomy and tubectomy. What are they? They are what do they do? They end reproductive life of a male or a female. How do they do that? In case of male vasectomy, what happens? The vas deferens here, it is given a cut, or it is ligated or tied. It's given a cut or it is ligated. So what happens? The sperms cannot travel. The sperms cannot travel. So fertilization will take place? No, fertilization won't take place. What is the procedure called as? Vasectomy. One marker, it will come, one marker. To end reproductive life of a male, vasectomy. It's a surgical procedure, which is done as a process of family planning. When parents feel that they have had enough number of children, they don't want any more children, what do? They go get vasectomy done in case of male. Female can also get the same thing done. It is called as tubectomy. Okay, so vasectomy takes place. Vasectomy is a procedure, surgical procedure. Chalo. So this is the male reproductive system. Now talking about the female reproductive system. As I told you, what's the female reproductive system? There is primary sexual organ, that is ovary. Ovary is the primary sexual organ in case of females. Okay, what are the secondary organs? What are the secondary organs? Secondary organs are cervix, vagina, all these are secondary organs in case of females. What is this called as? Fallopian tube. This is the fallopian, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is a female reproductive organ. People, what is this? Ovary. What is this? We have fallopian tube. What is this? Uterus. Right, what is this? cervix. What is this? Vagina. Okay, this is the where the fertilization take place, in fallopian tube, over here or here. Okay, anywhere it can take place, fertilization. And after it travels, the zygote gets attached over here, as I told you. Okay, so this is the female reproductive system. What is this? This is endometrium. What is this? Endometrium of the female uterus. Okay, chalo. Let's discuss some questions fast. I am running short of time. Okay, we have discussed all these questions. I guess till 5 we did in the last class. Yeah, 6th question today we are going to discuss. Yeah, write a function of the following part. What is the part of function of ovary, people? Produce what? Egg or the ova. Oviduct. What is oviduct? The fallopian tube is called as oviduct. It transfers ova. Okay, and fertilization takes place in the oviduct or the fallopian tube. What is the function of uterus? Yes, implantation takes place in the uterus. Development of the fetus takes place in the uterus. Okay, so this is what it is. I guess I have discussed all of them. Yeah, it produces egg or ovum. It produces hormones, estrogen and progesterone. People, what is estrogen and progesterone? These are hormones produced in females. What are hormones produced in males? Yes, please write in the comments. Testosterone. Testosterone are the male hormones. Human males have more muscular development, more facial hair. Right? Why? Because of testosterone. Females have more development of mammary glands or the milk producing glands. Why? Because of presence of female hormones or the progesterone. Okay, then oviduct. Basically, fertilization takes place in the oviduct. Uterus, implantation and development of the embryo takes place over there. And we have discussed the functions of placenta, I guess. Right? Yeah. Yeah, why does difference in the progeny takes place in sexual reproduction? As I told you, one set of gametes come from male, other set of gametes comes from female. So there is a variation in case of sexual reproduction, whereas in case of asexual reproduction there is no variation. Okay, people, just the diagram. Yeah. Okay, so what is A? A is the stigma or pollen grains coming over here. B is the stigma, A is the pollen grain, C is the pollen tube, D is the ovule. Or basically where the what? Yes, inside the ovaries there are many ovules present. Okay, the pollen grain enter any one of them. Okay, let's see the answers. Yeah, sexual reproduction results in due combination of genes, and there is crossing over also during formation of gametes. So that's why what happens over there? Yeah, variation takes place. A pollen grain, B stigma, and C is pollen tube, and D is gametes forming fertilization or the egg cell. Yep. People, I am done for today. Okay, I am running short of time. Okay, as I discussed with you, today we did little, but yeah, trust me, there's more to come. I'll try to cover more nephron. I'll do, I guess, transportation in heart. I will do that also. Okay, I'll draw diagrams and I'll explain how does it happen. Nephron, I'll draw a easier diagram as I told you. है ना? And in the last class, most probably we'll try to keep less of questions and more of diagrams. And in control and coordination, I had covered neurons also. Brain, I'll draw brain also. Okay, just keep following the series, and I'll try to give you more content and clear as many concepts as possible. Okay. So friends, we have just seen the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. Okay, so as you guys were telling me that you have you want me to draw certain diagrams, so I have decided that the remaining session I'll contribute to certain diagrams. Okay, so the first diagram which I'm gonna draw is the brain diagram. As I could see, you people find it difficult to draw brain. Okay, so the brain, It is divided into 3 parts. Right, people? Forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. What are the parts of forebrain, people? Yes? We have cerebrum, then we have olfactory lobes, and finally we have, yes please, Diencephalon. People, don't be scared of these big words, olfactory lobe, cerebrum, Diencephalon. These are just like names. When you meet some people, you are not able to remember their names, right? And when you meet new people, you're like, oh yaar, I am bad with names. I keep forgetting names. Yeah, we say that, right? Why? Because it's difficult to remember certain things. But once you get to meet that person again and again, what happens? You become familiarized with that word and you start remembering their name. The same goes with biology. The more you make yourself familiar with it, the more you will be able to understand them, or the more you will be able to remember them. Okay, cerebrum. If you keep looking at cerebrum daily, cerebrum, you'll be like, yeah, I know cerebrum. These are 2, parts of brain present in 2, present as 2 hemispheres. Okay, olfactory lobes and diencephalon. Okay, so what's the function of cerebrum, people? Cerebrum, okay, these are the 2 spheres, the left sphere and the right sphere. Okay, this is called as cerebrum. This is the main part of the brain. It has what? Sensory area. It has motor function. It has association area. What do I mean by sensory? If I touch something, my brain will know I am touching something hot. Then I have to remove my hand, that is motor function. Association means relating the information coming into my brain. So all that is done by cerebrum. Okay. What does olfactory lobes do? Smelling, olfactory lobes means smelling. Olfactory, people, in biology, olfactory means smelling. What does pulmonary means, please? Yeah, okay, there are certain terms which you need to know. What does pulmonary mean? Related to lungs. Okay, so olfactory means related to smell. So forebrain has smell centers. If you are feeling some, if you smell something very good like perfume and all, you can feel that, right? You get into a happy mood. On the other hand, if you smell something really bad, you make your faces. That's all because of olfactory lobes. Then talking about diencephalon, we have 2 things here, thalamus, and we have hypothalamus. We have thalamus and hypothalamus. Thalamus, basically what it does is thalamus ears, it coordinates information from eye, neck and ear and sends it to cerebrum. Okay, talking about hypothalamus, hunger and thirst. Hunger and thirst center. If hypothalamus gets damaged, we'll keep on eating. We won't be able to know ki my hunger is stopped. If hypothalamus get damaged, I won't feel like drinking water only. Okay, that is hypothalamus. Okay, people. So I guess we are clear with the parts: cerebrum, sensory, motor, and What? Association areas, olfactory lobes related to smell, diencephalon, thalamus and hypothalamus. Thalamus sends signal to brain from eyes, ears, necks and all. Okay. Hypothalamus, thirst and hunger center. Okay. Talking about midbrain. Again, midbrain sends signal to brain, coordinates in sending signal towards brain. I'll just draw the diagram once. Hai na? Let me complete it. I'm just explaining you the function, then I'll just draw the diagram. Now people, hindbrain, yes. There are three parts in hindbrain. What are they? Cerebellum, pons and medulla. Cerebellum, pons and medulla. People, this is cerebellum, this is cerebrum. Okay, there's a difference. Cerebellum, this is cerebrum. Cerebellum basically helps us to maintain our balance. Okay, while walking, I should not be walking like this. It helps me to maintain my balance and walk properly. You would have realized when you start cycling, initially you fall, you are not able to maintain your balance because your cerebellum is getting used to it at that time. But later on, when you ride, you never fall off cycles, right? Yeah, like sometimes you do, but yeah, generally you are able to ride it straightly. But initial days, what happens? You keep falling. You're not able to maintain the balance. Walking also, kids, what? They start walking. Infants basically, when they start walking, they'll keep falling, right? But later on, they just form their balance and they can walk for longer distances. Why? Because of cerebellum. Okay. Then we have pons. Pons helps in respiration. It has respiratory rhythm center. Talking about medulla, it controls coughing, sneezing, swallowing, and it also helps in respiration. So these are the basically parts of brain. You need to know them. Okay, cool. Chalo. Now I got many these things regarding diagrams. Okay, I'll just tell you a little simpler way. Okay, to how to draw it. Just follow me. Okay, just draw a bean shape like this. Hai na? Then we'll do this. Like this. Like this. Are you able to follow? Did you get it? Just practice it, you will be able to understand. Okay, then we'll draw a circle here. A wheel. Draw a wheel. Hai na? Then bas. Done. Now I'll be like, so how to make this, crumbling thing? See, just like this. Just like this. See? Does it look like brain? Yeah, somewhat. As I told you, see how fast I am making. You need to do this. How will you get this? By practicing. Practicing more. Then I'll draw the membranes. Membranes present over there. Okay, let's label them now. So this is my forebrain. Okay, the cerebrum wala part. Hai na? Then I have, what is the covering of the brain, people? What is the covering of the lungs? Sorry, lungs ni brain. What is the covering of the brain or protective substance present in the brain? Yes, we have meninges is the membrane which protects the brain. There is a fluid present between the meninges. What is that? Cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, chalo, let's see. That was a forebrain. Hai na? Then we have midbrain over here. We have midbrain. This is cerebellum. Okay, this is what? Cerebellum. Cerebellum is part of, yes, hindbrain. Okay, then here we have pons, below that we have medulla oblongata, then it leads to spinal cord. It leads to spinal cord. Right, people? Then we, I guess this is pretty much it. And we have mentioned all the major this thing. Okay, chalo people, I'll just end it over here for today. We'll start with our next session tomorrow. Okay, see you. Bye.